Alright, hello guys, welcome back to the new edition of this particular YouTube channel. And there are your pro tips. In one of our previous video, I dropped a particular 1200 odds on straight winning. Actually, straight winning happens to be one of the most common and simplest betting market. We are all familiar with it. 1x2, that is predicting either the home team to win or the away team to win or the game to end up as draw. But actually, we are focusing on straight winning alone. Any team to win, maybe the home team to win, predicting the home team to win or predicting the away team to win. And you can see the odd. Actually, the reason why the odd are small like this is probably maybe because the high probabilities of outcome of the game ending up as straight winning. So actually, this particular 1290 something odd, actually one game messed it up, just one game, and that's why we are going to apply the same model of predicting straight winning in this particular video. So that is what our 1x2 is all about, except that we are not predicting straight draw. All right, so this particular game actually caused this particular slip, and checking the stats, I realized that the home team, they were not informed, just like Liverpool are not correctly informed. But checking their head-to-head, we can see that they happens to be the most favorite when it comes to head-to-head, that is the last previous games against Brentford. When I check this particular game too, actually their strength happens to be almost the same, and the home team seems not to be informed. So that is where the mistake actually comes in. Now, without wasting much of our time, I'm going to drop just 3 slips. 2 of it are straight winning predictions, and the last one will be both team to score. Alright, so without wasting much of our time, I'll be proceeding to most of the games that we have. And on the list, the first game that I have happens to be under the Denmark League. But regarding to these particular games, there are some other options that you can actually apply to these particular games, in case if it happens to be someone that doesn't really like going for straight winning raw. So you can go for double chance, you can go for handicap, and you can make use of the features of 1 up or 2 up. That is, if the team that you are predicting to win, your favorite team to win, is leading by 1 goal or 2 goals, then you will win your game already. But the double chance odd for this particular game under the Denmark is actually 1.11 odd, and the straight winning odd for the game is 1.37 odd. So I'm very sure the odd for the handicap will be very ridiculous, will be very small. And the purpose of the handicap is that if Midtjylland actually lost the game by 1 goals, then you will win. But the odd that the bookies will be allocating to the handicap of maybe 2, giving the away team 2 goals ahead, it will be very small. So it's better you go for double chance or you go for straight winning. But in this particular video, I'll be making use of the straight winning option. Alright, so the next game is under the Poland 1 League. Are you getting it? So we have this particular game, Wisla Krakow, and this particular game is expected to end up as straight winning at of 1.23 odd. You can see that the odd allocation by the bookmakers is very small. They know what they are doing. And the third game that we have on the list is under Latvia League, and we have Rigas FS against Grobinas. So the odd is 1.23 odd. And our last game is under the French Ligue 1, and that is the match between Lille and Metz. Alright, so if you are not really familiar with this particular market of straight winning, it is very simple. Most teams that we use for this particular straight winning, most of them are teams that are leading on the they are leading their opponent on the league table, and checking their last 5 games against other opponents, they are currently in form, and they happens to be the most favorite team checking their head to head. Alright, so the first game that we have on the list, our first booking code, our first predictions, happens to have 2.84 odd with just 4 games. Alright, now moving on to the next slip, which happens to be the slip 2. We are going to predict odd of 3. We are going to predict 4 games accumulating to 3 odds. And the first game that I have on the list happens to be under the Sweden League, and this happens to be the game. The bookmakers are currently allocating 1.33 odd to it, and if you want to go for maybe double chance, you can actually go for it. And the next game that I have on the list is under the Scotland League, and that is Rangers against Kilmarnock. So we have the odd as 1.37 odd. And the third game on the list is under the Slovakia League. That is Slovan Bratislava. This particular game, 1.29 odd, allocated to the home team to win. And the last game is under the Portugal League. That is the match between Tondela against Sporting. So we are expecting Sporting to also win their game. Alright, so if it happens to be someone that doesn't like predicting straight winning, please kindly make use of the save options like double chance, handicap, 1 up and 2 up. So in the next video, I'm going to explain to you guys the model of straight winning, the model of predicting straight winning. I actually apply this particular model of predicting straight winning on games that you are not actually you should not be expecting more goals. Most of these particular leagues are Argentina leagues, are games that most times they usually play maybe under 3.5. All right, so for the second slip in this particular video, we have 3.03 odd, and this happens to be the booking code. All right, now the next game, the next fixtures that we are going to look into will be based on both team to score. And of recent, I've been posting most of our videos about both team to score, and in the previous edition about our both team to score model, I dropped 83 odds, both team to score 83 odds, I think, with just 13 games. And unfortunately, I think some Iceland games like that actually messed it up. But we have something nice for today's video, and that is the match between Real Madrid and Barcelona, which happens to be our first game on the list for the third slip of our both team to score prediction. And the second game that I'll be looking into is actually under the Finland League. So we have the game here, HJK against FC Inter. So the odd is 1.52 odd. If you look into this particular both team to score odds very well, you guys will notice that sometimes we are getting 1.5 and 1.3 or 1.4, but the reason behind this is just that the probabilities of those games coming out as both team to score is very high. So that's why the odd that the bookies are allocating to it is kind of low like that. All right, so the last game that I have on the list for our third slip is under the Iceland League, and the odd for both teams to score that we have is 1.27 odd. So this will surely give you an insight that this particular game, there is high probability of it ending up as over 3.5 goals or over 4.5 goals, because when you are seeing a both team to score odd that is around maybe 1.27 odd, trust me, the bookies will not provide you the odd line for even over 1.5 goals. And if I thought they are going to provide it, it will be something around maybe 1.07 or 1.05 or 1.04. All right, so we have our 3 games expected to end up as both team to score at odd of 2.57 odd. So thank you, see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.